Now it's time for my take. They say a week is a long time in politics, and ain't that the truth? Last episode, Trump's tariffs had just dropped. Chaos had ensued. World leaders and plenty of pundits in America too were panicking, and loudly. Fast forward to now, and as predicted right here just 7 days ago, for the most part, all is well again in the world, with the exception, of course, of China. The nation that retaliated now finds itself in an unenviable position. Massive tariffs and a war of words, I suspect they won't win. Now, I, for one, am ecstatic that this has occurred, for a few reasons, but one in particular. It has placed the Chinese Communist Party and the rising/existing threat it poses firmly back where it belongs, in the spotlight. The sleeping giant thrives under the radar. And with war in Europe and the Middle East, it's fair to say most have taken their eye off the greatest danger facing Western civilization in a very long time. Under President Xi Jinping, China has built a military that many believe would outgun the US now if war were to break out. Trump promised to restore America as the superpower it once was, and this is all part of fulfilling that promise. It may not always be obvious to those not particularly engaged in the geopolitical goings-on around the world, but there's a reason you are allowed not to care overly much. It's a privilege afforded to those who live in countries which are democratic, free and prosperous. But we must never forget why. The blood of many brave men and women was spilled for this blessed existence. So any measures taken, like what we've seen from the Trump administration this week, to try and claw back some power, isn't about petty politics or the American president's ego, as healthy as it might be. It's about ensuring another generation doesn't have to die to protect what we enjoy right now. It's to avoid all-out war. So yes, there is global uncertainty regarding tariffs, and plenty are nervous. But if this reset goes some way to levelling out the playing field when it comes to China, not just from an economic perspective, but militarily, then this is a win. And regardless of what happens next, it's a clear message to our biggest adversary that there's a new chief in town, and the days of weakness and submission are over. That's it for 69X Minutes, presented by Mario Nafal. I'm Erin Molan. Thanks so much for joining us. No spin, no censorship, just the truth. We'll see you next Sunday.